1 through 7 if you're not in 7.
Thank you for Well, I'm not exactly sure how I made it on the flight. It was well overbooked, and they even gave somebody a voucher for travel for $300 for the next flight, and I was like 15th down the list and still got on. So I'm not sure how I did it, but maybe that's good things to count. We'll see. Good morning, Mr. Bill Poker fans. Sunday, July 8th. I am at the Orleans. I had a wonderful, tremendous, fun day yesterday. I watched the main event feature table from about, 12 feet away. That was really fun. And then I met and got pictures with all sorts of people. Patrick Antonius and Johnny Vibes, and Liv Bory, and just a whole bunch of them that I'll put on here. And that was really, really fun. I talked to Will Fela for a few minutes. He's a New York pro that I played in my first World Series in 2014, and I told him a funny story, at least I think it was funny, that we're playing together, I'm under the gun, I have pocket aces, I make a raise, everybody folds, and he turns to me, he says, "Aces, huh?" You know, I think I'm being completely stone-faced, and you can't tell the difference between I have aces and 6-7. He says aces. Anyhow, he laughed at that, got a kick out of it. As players were walking to the dinner break in the World Series main event, day 2, I got to walk with Johnny Moreno, Johnny Vibes, and just tell him how much I enjoy his work and his vlog. And I watched his Live at the Bike vlog a while back, and he just played so tremendous. So I just got to tell him that stuff. I told him to invite me to the next Vloggers game. But he was very, very nice. So, Johnny, good luck in the main event. I really appreciate you spending just a few minutes talking to me. I don't know the Hazlitt House Poker gang real well, but I know them enough to sit and have a conversation with them and things like that. So I got to congratulate Alice for her winning the flip and going to the Caribbean. That's so awesome. And then I got to stand and talk with them quite a bit while they were sweating Jack in the main event. And Jack's doing great now. He made the money. And last I knew, he actually had close to an average amount of chips after being way down. So that was really awesome. I got to talk to Chris for a little while about how he got involved in the game and some poker strategy and things like that. And that was really just great. So once again, guys, you did a tremendous job this World Series for your first World Series. Really awesome. Great job. I'm excited for all you guys. It's fun to watch you guys sweat your Fred, too. That's really fun. So the plan for today is to hang out at the Orleans pool for about an hour and then go play in the Win $600 seniors event. It's a one-day event, so that's awesome. I'm leaving tomorrow, and I'll get to do that. If I happen to get busted, then I'm going to go back to the World Series Poker, but I'm hoping that I don't bust. I'm hoping that I can make a really, really good run, because last night at the cash game at the Bellagio did not go very well. So I'll tell you about that here in a minute. I'm playing in a 2-5 game. I have $380. I get pocket 7s under the gun. I make it 20. Middle position calls. I believe the button makes it 80. Small blind calls. I call. Middle position call. So there's 4 of us. There's $325 in the pot. And the flop comes Queen of Hearts, 7 of Diamonds, 10 of Hearts. I flop a set of 7s, yay me. We all check to the button. He bets 100. The small blind then shoves all in, and the small blind has both myself and the button covered. I, of course, make the call. The button calls for 80 more, and immediately turns over pocket queens for set over set. The board runs out with Ace of Diamonds, 2 of Clubs. I lose to the button, but at least I had enough to do more than him, and I took the side pot for, I don't know, about $240, $250. So I lost on that one, but lost when I flopped the set. Ouch. The 5-10 had one guy in it who was just awful, raising everything. I never could get into a pot with him. Once he left, the game was awful. I was on the 5-10 list, so I got to play 5-10 in a special room at Bellagio, so that was pretty cool. So I'm playing at a table next to Rep Porter and a number of other pros that I've seen on TV who I may not know their names. Gosh, they're playing like, I don't know, 200, 400 limit, or I think they're playing 25-50 no limit at another table right next to me, so that was kind of cool. So I'm in the hijack with 10 of clubs, jack of clubs. I have $1,285 in the 5-10 game. The under the gun limps. It's come to me at the hijack. I go ahead and make the call. Small blind and big blind both make the call, so there's $40 in the pot to a flop of queen of clubs, 5 of diamonds, 9 of clubs. I am open-ended straight flush draw. The first player bets 10. Next guy calls. Next player raises to 30, and now it's me. I make it 130, and they all fold. Actually, that's probably a pretty good result. I didn't even have a hand yet. I know I had lots of outs, but I'll take the pot. So I'm doing okay. I'm up a couple $100 maybe. I think I have $1,300 and some dollars, and a very aggressive player checks around to him on the button. He makes it 40. I am in the big blind with king of clubs, queen of diamonds. I contemplate raising here, but do not. I make the call. So there's $85 to the flop. The flop comes queen 6-6, and we both check. Next card of the 2 of clubs. I check. He fires 60, and I make the call. The river, woohoo, a queen. So now the board is queen, queen, 6-6, deuce. I have shown weakness the whole time. I don't want to change that. I'm hoping he'll bluff with an ace. I check. He bets 400. Holy cow. I shove all in, and he snap calls for the chop. Oh, wait. No, it wasn't a chop. He had pocket 6s for quads. Oh, my gosh. Quads over a full house for my whole stack, 1,300. But I don't know what else I can do there. There's one hand that beats me. Aggressive opponent, who I think will be doing that with maybe a pair over 6s, kings. Of course, he wouldn't have played kings that way, but oh my gosh. Sometimes poker's the worst game in the world, isn't it? But that hand does bring up a question to me, and I'm not sure if I did the right thing by not raising pre-flop. So I wonder what the raising range should be on. It checks around to the button. He's aggressive. He makes a raise. Small blind folds. I wonder what my 3-bet range should be here. Is king, queen in it? I tend to think yes, although in this case it wouldn't matter. If I make it 120, I don't think he's folding pocket 6s. This guy was very aggressive, very sticky. With a pair, he's going to set mine anyways. Doesn't matter. But still, valid question is, what is the 3-bet range when you're in the big blind? So you're out of position against a big blind raise. Okay, I'm just about to leave the Orleans pool, and I'm happy to say I made it out unscathed this time, or at least my phone did. So no ruined phone this time. You guys should all be proud of me of that. Sunday, July 8th, playing in the Wynn Classic Seniors event, 550, 30-minute levels. Let's go, Mr. Bill Poker. So the Wynn Seniors tournament didn't go quite as well as planned. It was just before the first break. I had about 21,000 chips considered with 18,000 blinds for 1, 2, and a $200 big blind ante, and I got pocket queens. There was an under the gun raiser to 600. I made it 2,600, and then a very, very aggressive loose guy makes it 7,000. Under the gun folds. I decided to rip it in there. He tanks for a while and then calls. I have pocket queens. He has ace king. King 7-7 flop, 8, 9, board runs out, and I am out. So I was frustrated. I didn't do well at Bellagio the night before. I busted out of the tournament. I didn't know whether I should go back to the Rio and just hang out with people, or whether I should play the cash game at Wynn. So I looked at it. They had a 2-5 game that was a 500 to 1500. So I decided to go ahead and buy in on that. And here's what happened.